So I want to share a little story with you guys. A customer had a vehicle towed here about a month ago, something with transmission problems. I'm a tech at a Ford dealership. And when we told them that there was a problem with the transmission and that we would probably have to replace it because it was internally damaged and it only had literally 12,000 miles on it, he decided he wanted to take it back to the dealership where he bought it. Well, he took it there, they put a transmission in it. The guy's story is as follows. I was coming up to a light. I slowed down, stopped. The auto start stopped, disengaged the starter, but when I went to take my foot off of the brake and hit the gas, it just never started again. Check engine light came up on the dash. I immediately had to get the thing towed. They couldn't get it out of, because it automatically puts itself back in park and sets the parking brake. So a lot of your provisions online will teach you how to put it in a towing RV mode, but they won't actually teach you how to put it in a towing mode for emergency stuff like tow truck towing. So on the 2020 Expedition, I'm going to flip the camera around here and I'm going to show you guys exactly what you have to do. On the side of the transmission, there's this little pawl. And basically, you pull this bolt out and you shift this, you put your finger on this little lever here, you shift it down until that hole lines up there, and then you stick this bolt back in the hole. But as soon as you touch that lever, as soon as you bring a little pressure down on that lever at all, it's immediately going to go into neutral. So you need to be careful. And if you're on a tow truck, you need to make sure you have the wheels chalked and the vehicle straight, because I was underneath the thing when I did this. Luckily, they had the chains on it and they had the wheels chalked, because it pulled all the tension out of the cable on the tow truck and it actually stopped right before it hit my head. So be very, very, very careful with this. This is a 10mm bolt. And underneath the engine, there's a cover. You're going to pull the 8mm bolt out in the cover and let it hang. Then you're going to reach up underneath there with a ratcheting wrench or a 10mm quarter-inch drive socket or something like that. And you're going to pull that 10mm bolt out. And then you're going to grab this little lever here and you're going to roll it down. And when you roll it down, you put that bolt back in. That's going to be in neutral. But you need to be very, very careful when you do this. Again, be very careful. On the dash, whenever you park this thing, it's going to say vehicle in neutral, vehicle in neutral, vehicle in neutral until you put this lever back up. But if you're going to be towing it and stuff like that on a tow truck, you need to make sure the battery's charged, the parking brake is released, and sometimes you may have to even put a jump pack on the battery while you're towing it to where you're going, because what happens if that battery dies and it freaks out and applies the parking brakes on the back of the tow truck? You're going to be stuck in park. Again, until you charge that battery and release the parking brake again. Anyway, guys, thank you.